Do you find yourself lusting after a woman who has caught your eye or heart, only to have her disregard you? Do you ever wonder what would happen if it were the other way around and you began to ignore her? Is it possible to ignore a woman's psychology? Yes, but only to a point, and only a small percentage of men are aware of the secret. We'll be discussing the powerful psychology of ignoring a woman that only Sigma males understand. One of the most common mistakes a man can make is to pay more attention to a woman than to himself. Not only are you wasting your time, but you are also not honoring your own self-worth. For example, suppose you're messaging a woman who doesn't respond to your messages. Would you then continue to bombard her with texts in the hope that she will finally pay attention to you? Not if you're a Sigma male, and even if you are, why would you keep trying to communicate with a woman who clearly isn't interested? It's not only unattractive, but it can seriously creep the woman out, dashing your chances of ever getting something going with her. If you are a true Sigma male, or gentleman for that matter, you would never want to make any woman feel uncomfortable. Not to mention that you have far too much self-respect and dignity to act so desperate. A Sigma male values his time and his own company, and is completely self-assured, knowing that he would never be in a situation where he would act so needy. In fact, it's more likely to be the other way around, as we'll see later in the episode. When a man acts too available for a woman, he begins to lose his worth and eventually her interest. We are drawn to exclusivity as humans. Consider a rare car, such as a 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO. You don't come across one every day. It's a one-of-a-kind item, which adds to its value. The club at the Ivy in London is extremely valuable due to its exclusivity. These are some examples of demonstrating worth. The equation states that what is easily accessible subtracts value, while what is difficult to access is more exclusive, and thus adds value. When it comes to men, being too accessible and invested in the relationship early on can turn a woman off. Don't ask why, it's just the way it is. The Sigma male is well aware of this fact, but he also knows that it does not apply to him, so he does not need to be concerned. As a Sigma, he is far more invested in his relationship with himself than in any other person. He is a busy man with many irons in the fire in his own life. He will always be focused on his own goals, whether they are expanding his own business, finishing personal projects, focusing on his physical and mental health, gaining new knowledge, or learning new skills. The Sigma male will most likely be working on several of these at the same time, if not all of them. To put it bluntly, he simply does not have the time to devote to the pursuit of a skirt, and thank God for that. One of the most noticeable characteristics of a Sigma male is his ability to be self-sufficient. This means that he is the only person on whom he relies to meet his physical, emotional, spiritual, or sexual needs. He has no need to pursue any woman. After all, they come to him, and why wouldn't they when they see how self-sufficient he is? That's a total turn-on. His self-sufficiency allows him to unintentionally ignore a woman, even if she is one he really likes, and this can certainly increase her desire for him. The Sigma's independent, self-sufficient, and lone wolf attitude is one of the major components that contribute to his status as a high-value male. Many women are drawn to wildness and mystery with a hint of danger. They are drawn to that which they do not have control over. The Sigma male is in luck here, as opposed to boring and predictable. He checks this box without even trying as a man with a natural rebellious streak. In the hands of a woman, he is automatically a rare jewel. When we talk about an uncontrollable man, we mean not only that he is a risk-taker and at times a rule-breaker, but also that he is not easily manipulated by women. His dominant behavior implies that he always demonstrates that he has his own mind and decision-making power that is unwavering. Because of the Sigma male's busy schedule, his focus on his own goals, achievements, and happiness, he's not the type of guy to be ignored by women in the first place, because he simply does not engage in the behaviors that create that dynamic. It's more likely that the Sigma is ignoring the woman in question. But he would never do this on purpose, he just has a lot going on in his life as a high-value male. Many men, particularly those who are insecure, unlike the Sigma male, enjoy playing games with women they like or simply want a woman's attention. These men will engage in shady behavior such as posting pictures of themselves with other women on social media to incite jealousy, or they will take twice as long to respond to the woman as she did to him in an attempt to make her feel rejected and ignored. They do this to make the woman obsess over them, and to their credit, it sometimes works. But it's usually fleeting because it's not genuine, and the women see right through it. And it's also a pretty disgusting way to treat another human being. The Sigma male is the furthest thing from this type of jerk. He has success with women because A, he doesn't ignore them on purpose to manipulate them and their feelings. It's purely incidental, and B, he doesn't agree with this type of behavior. It screams alpha male, and the Sigma does not want to be associated with that in any way. He sits outside of all of that nonsense about hierarchy. Thank you very much. If a woman treats you like crap and makes you feel bad about yourself, whether you're an alpha male, beta male, or somewhere in between, you need to remember that you are worth far more than that, even if she is the most beautiful woman you have ever seen. As the saying goes, beauty attracts and personality wins. She could be the most beautiful woman on the outside, but she's ugly on the inside or has the personality of a tea towel. Her beauty is meaningless. Because the Sigma male's social circle is extremely small and exclusive in and of itself, he will not hesitate to turn down or let go of spiteful and unpleasant women in his life who aren't deserving of an exclusive invitation. When they find a man who stands out from the crowd, a woman can fall head over heels for him. When a woman meets a Sigma male, she is surprised and appreciative of the way he treats her as an equal, with respect, and without harassing or ignoring her. She can't put her finger on it, but she's intrigued and fascinated by him, and she realizes that guys like him don't come along very often. The psychology of ignoring women only works if you are a male with real value. If you are not a Sigma male, you should strive to become one in as many areas of your life as possible. If a woman is ignoring you, don't bother her with constant texts. This will turn her off for good. Don't play games with her or try to make her feel bad in return. Instead, strive to keep evolving and moving forward in your own life. Enjoy your alone time. A man who is content in solitude is a very powerful thing. This appeals to women, and he learns how to live a happier, more fulfilled life. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for future videos.